What's going on, everyone? This is ODC, that's me, and I'm back with another action figure review. This is my review of the Hasbro Hero Mashers Star Wars Darth Maul action figures. These were two separate sets. This set I think was around $12.99 at the time, and this set goes for around $10.99. I actually ended up getting this Darth Maul for $10. It was on sale at Kmart, my local Kmart, and then I got this guy from... Oh no, this was not from Kmart. There's a long story behind this. I'm sorry. This one I got from Kmart. I'm sorry. Good Lord. This one I got from Kmart. It was $10.99. I'm sorry, I confused the whole thing. And then this one, I was about to say this story was that story. This I actually found in the garbage. I actually work for the city. I work in street sanitation department, and this was actually sitting in the garbage. It was brand new in package. I still have the packaging, in case you don't believe me. I wasn't garbage picking, but we pick up big stops of garbage. Anyway, long story short, there was a bunch of brand new action figures just sitting in their boxes, and this happened to be one that I wanted. There was a bunch of, like, you know Barbies and stuff like that. Nothing appealing to me, but I did see this, and at the time it was brand new, and I've had this guy for a while, and it was just sitting in the garbage. So I was like, there's nothing wrong with it. I looked at it ahead of time, and I was wearing gloves. It's not like I was wearing, bare hands touching dirt. Yeah, it was a pretty cool find, and for figures that I normally don't collect, I happen to get the one character that I do like. It's pretty much Darth Maul and Luke Skywalker are my two favorites. Yeah, so I just took it home, and it came with a really cool Darth Maul's Bloodfin Sith Speeder, which I thought was really cool, and is actually in scale with your Black Series figures, but we'll get to that in a second. This I picked up, like I said, at Kmart for $10.99. It was the last one there, and I was like, well, if I got this guy, I have to get this guy now, right? So I had to get the Darth Maul with the mechanical legs. It just looks awesome. And he also comes with an attachment, which is his robotic tarantula legs, which is pretty cool. So there's that. So this set came like so, and but we'll get to him in a second. We're gonna kind of shoo him off to the side here. Shoo. We'll bring in the original one from episode 1. And I think it's pretty cool. I mean, like I said, these figures are simple in design. They're kids' toys. They're not meant to be the most complex looking thing with the best articulation in the world, but they have pretty good articulation and good range of motion, and good QC, by the way. I don't have any issues with any of these Hero Masher figures. As far as his articulation goes, his head can swivel full 360 rotation, and it does hinge up. Oops. It does hinge up and down. Now, notice you got some job turkey? No job turkey. But he does, his arms do swivel at a full 360 rotation. There's no pivot or anything like that. He does a single bend at the elbow, which is actually more than 90 degrees, pretty good. And then he does have a swivel as well, so a hinge joint and a swivel. I might have said the opposite. No ab crunch or waist swivel of any kind, but he does have legs that go forward, and they do go back, and they do the splits very nicely, actually. And they also do swivel at the top of the thigh. A little bit more of a natural swivel, too, which I wish more modern figures would start doing the swivel all the way up at the top of the joint. I feel like it's more natural, like you would actually swivel your leg like that. Single bend at the knee, and there's no swivel there, though, but a single hinge, and then we just have your pre-posed feet. So now we'll bring in this guy right over here, okay? And he also has the hinge joint at the head, but he has a better range of motion than this guy does. And the head looks down, and we got a little job turkey, a little swivel at the arms, single bend at the elbow, which is just about a little bit more than 90 degrees. He also does swivel at the wrist. No swivel at the, or ab crunch or anything like that there. But he does have the same T-jointed hips. They go forward, and they can do the splits nicely, and they go back. And he's got a single bend at the knee, and then that's pretty much it. He also does have a swivel, and that's pretty much it. I mean, you're pretty much just going to have him stand there. But he does stand nicely. I don't have any issues, even with these robot legs. I don't have any issues with him standing. So, no issues there at all. No issues with him standing either. They both look great, I think. They're both very simple. He does come with his single-bladed lightsaber, which he is accurate. And he came with a double-bladed, which is accurate. Now, moving on to their accessories. Now I'm going to switch to this guy, doing his accessories first. Let me just set this in the background right there. Now, it's very simple to get him into his mechanical legs here. You kind of just pop this open, and it's on a hinge. These do come detached out of package, so you just kind of have to attach them by the hinge first, and then they'll open and close like a door, pretty much. So what you want to do to get him in there is kind of detach these robotic legs from the knee joint here. No issues there. And then you want to bring his arms up, like, hooray, going in. Now, he does have these little peg holes right here on each side of his leg. What you want to do is, first of all, you want to pinch his thighs together as much as possible, right? And then you want to plug, there's a little peg hole, or a peg right there, and then you want to match it up with the peg hole and just kind of pop them in, and then shut the door on them. And you want to line that up nicely. Now, what you want to do is, to get the best fitment for him, you actually want to peg this other leg in as well, if you can. There we go, like so. He's all in there. No issues. We're ready to go. And now he has his tarantula legs on, which looks pretty cool. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it. I like it a lot. So he looks pretty badass. I like it. I approve. And if you want to take them out, you just kind of pop these out. Little peg holes on each set of legs. Pop that out like so. Sorry, I'm shaking the table all over the place. And then you want to just pop these back in like so. Boom. Shalock, lock, boom. Boom. Shalock, lock, boom. Everybody. Okay, there we go. So that's pretty cool. Now moving on to the original release Darth Maul. Here we go. He does come with his Sith speeder here. He actually does come with an attachment. I don't know where the hell the damn attachment went. It was like a little kind of gimmick missile rocket launcher fire that you would put right there on the side. Really cheesy, not my cup of tea, meant for the kids. I took it off. I don't know where the heck it is. I think it's in storage somewhere, so if I do see it, I will grab it, but as I'm looking in my desk where usually I keep extra stuff, I'm not seeing it. So for now, for the sake of the review, for the sake of keeping this consistent, we'll just leave it out for now. So, but it is there. The Sith speeder does have a little bit of articulation. It's just in the handles here, just so you can kind of plug his hands in. And like I said, this Sith speeder is actually in 6-inch scale with your Black Series figures, so you can fit him with your regular Black Series Darth Maul if you want to. And he can sit in there, and he can actually plug in right with the speeder. So that's a huge plus, and you're saving yourself a ton of money. This set was $13. Original retail. I mean, I happen to get it for free, but what I'm saying is, originally $12.99 at your retail stores. I've seen them go on eBay secondary markets for around $10, anywhere from $10 to $20. even if you spend the $20, I mean, you're still getting a nice speeder, and you're getting a pretty cool action figure too. I like it. It's a pretty good setup. And but if you're just buying it for the Sith speeder, I would definitely recommend that you just to spruce it up a little bit. Just do a little bit of dry brushing on this. That's what I'm planning on doing. I've just been kind of putting it off. But, I mean, even if you don't want to do any dry brushing on it, just setting it like here, like so, with his binoculars in there, man, I think it looks really good. I really do. And I don't think it's too big, and I don't think it's small. I think it's right where it needs to be. So, that's just a little added bonus about this set, is that it matches up with your Black Series figures, which is a huge plus. So, with that being said, I would definitely recommend getting these sets. I think they're pretty cool. If you're a Darth Maul fan like I am, then you're gonna probably want to get these sets, even though they are Hero Mashers. Like I said, I'm not a Hero Mashers collector, but they're still fun toys. And like I said, the speeder looks great. I like the lightsabers. They look pretty cool. I like the overall accuracy to the character and what he looked like. They even got his, I guess if you want to call them tattoos, I guess it would technically be birthmarks, because they're not really tattoos. He didn't get them put on his body after. I think he was pretty much born this way. And they're pretty much birthmarks at this point. But I think they got the markings on him right. The sculpt looks good on the robotic legs. The sculpt overall looks pretty good on these. And yeah, they're just a lot of fun to own. That's all. But so let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you for watching as always. And I'll see you guys on the flip side.